Okay, so welcome back from the break. Sorry for our inability to air the highlights of the Ghana Premier League. We're sorting that out, and you'll get to watch all the highlights in our subsequent bulletin. Hopefully, Prem Tobre will bring you all the highlights from the Ghana Premier League. You remember, before the show started, I asked a question that do you have the idea of traveling and playing football, especially if you want to do university education and also sports in Asia, in Europe. The opportunity is here. If you have any talented brother or a sister, anybody that you feel has the skill and the passion to play not only football, but football is the main sport, but being it an athlete, being whatever it is, and who also wants to add education to it, so it's boots and books, there is the opportunity has come for that dream to be realized. But before I go into the interview with Golden Generation Sports Management, there is this particular video I want you to watch. It's a young girl that is living her dream. Okay, so we'll get to the video later on. But I have in the studio Ato Abasa. I hope I got the name right. Ato Abasa. Ato Abasa. Yes. Ato, good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
You happen to be the communications manager for Golden Generation Sports Management. The video I wanted to play, but unfortunately the video we're having some issues with it. But tell me about Golden Generation Sports Management.
Okay, so just as the name implies, Golden Generation is a sports management and marketing company. Apart from doing events, which we organize, sporting events, we also go into personality management, so personality profiling for sports personalities and people who work around sports. And then we manage for some forms of sports and then people who want to get into sports. Yeah, so that's what Golden Generation
so basically Golden Generation, they are into sports personality profiling, personality management, and also personality marketing,
as well as event management.
As well as event management. So how long has Golden Generation Sports Management been in operation?
Golden Gen has been in operation, if you allow me to say Golden Gen, yes, that's what we always call it. Yes,
Golden Gen.
Yes, has always been in operation since the last 6 years.
The last 6 years, okay.
Yes, and in between those 6 years, we had a chance to revamp to what we're going to probably be discussing today, which are the scholarship benefits for persons who want to travel abroad to school and to still combine schooling with sports. Yes.
So scholarship benefits for those who want to travel outside and also go to school, go to university and get to play. So it's a double package.
Yes, it's a double package. We noticed one thing, that sports is turning around the world, and sports is combining education, because like I always tell other people, research has found that even if you did sports professionally, you have a window of just about 15 years. Meanwhile, the average person works about 30 to 35 years. What then do you do with the rest of your time? Education provides a platform for you to harness talent as well as intelligence, so that the world will gradually become intelligent for you to survive and to exist in. Sports personalities, especially for those who do pro, may be able to amass enough income for only 15 years, and then probably have to retire early because of the depreciation in energy, in efficiency, and in talent in itself. But then again, they're able to branch into other forms of livelihood, such as sports commentary, sports writing, scouting, which is also one of the things that we do, in order to identify the talents. And then that becomes a source of livelihood, probably till retirement. I've always made a case study using Michael Owen, for example, who also was bedeviled with injury, and so had a very short but successful career in football. Played for some of the world's biggest clubs, like Manchester United as well, eventually Liverpool as well. Yes, exactly. But then again, because of injury, what else does Michael Owen do now? He's a sports commentator. He has on some platforms, and analyst as well.
Yes, major sports platforms.
Exactly. You know him even better. So it provides an opportunity. We cannot do sports and leave football, or we cannot do sports and leave university or college education out. We want people who do sports to be in very high levels of education, and some schools which partner with us across the world are helping us do that.
Okay.
Yes.
Let us throw more light on the educational bit and sports. What if I am, let's say, I'm not literate, but I have the passion to learn? Am I still qualified?
Okay. So as part of the management that we do, we have scouts who come in and out of the country looking for very raw talents. It is still a requirement for you to be in school. Also understanding that especially for the schools that we put these talents through, acknowledge that these persons may want to do sports and allow them a certain leverage with the academics. But the important thing is that you should not, per our policy and from what even other international sporting disciplines like FIFA are gradually getting at, is you cannot do sports without having had at least to sit in the classroom for some time. We encourage that as well, and we are only saying that even from a teenage level of, say, primary school to the second cycle institution, you should be able to make it into a tertiary institution as well. Yes.
And let us look at what are the objectives, what do you seek to achieve with this project?
Yes, with this project, we, like I mentioned earlier, one is to give people a diverse livelihood, so that sports is not the only hole in which you're peeping through, but you have the ability to access other opportunities around you if, let's say, sport didn't even go too well. Also be mindful of the fact that it's a big world out there now, and everybody's trying to get into sports as well.
That's right.
And population has grown. Therefore, regardless of how talented you are, without the right management, you may not find yourself in the right places. So what we allow is to manage you to be in the right places, also at the right time, with the best counsel and advice as possible for you, your family, and even people around you, the society around you. Yes.
Okay. So now let us go into the services that you offer. Yeah.
So for this particular project, we're looking at...
We'll be talking about this particular project, but
so
I just want to just generally,
yes,
golden generation, the services that you offer. So if there is anybody watching us at home, in their office, I have a brother very talented, he's also in school. I want him to further his education outside the shores of Ghana. What are some of the services? Maybe I have a professional player, he doesn't have a profile. So just run us through some of the services.
The very
you manage players, you do contract negotiations, all those things.
So the very first thing is scouting.
Scouting.
Yes, that's at a very primary level. Yes.
At the base of it is
at the base of it is scouting. So we scout across the country, mostly unique to some of the bigger parks that we have in Ghana. We have foreign nationals who join us to scout. Yes, per some travel issues now, they can't be traveling here, but the local team does a good job looking out week on week, looking for the best talents possible. That's one. Number two, when we found the scouts that we're looking for, the scouts have found what the talents they're looking for. Together with other advice that we pick from the communities as well, because sometimes you may be scouting for a talent, but that person may not be present at that particular point in time. What we do is we also rely on key opinion leaders who tell us who is who in any part of the city as well.
That's right.
Yeah, so we rely on those ones. When we find others that have been brought to us, now we have to manage a certain level, take them through some interviewing, and identify certain key things in them and why they'll be good for certain parts of the discipline. Yeah, so if we take football as a baseline, we then pick them in and then give them some counsel. Study them, allow them to justify themselves, whether per their talent or per their intellect. And then right after doing that, then we move into their personality types and who they are and where they'll fit even the best. And so these are all key analysis that we do on the individual and studies that we do on the individual. Then after that, we provide the best solutions by profiling a player, for example, after we're moving you into one space or the other. So when we say
profiling a player, what do we mean?
Yes, when we're profiling a player may be used to playing, say, in a certain position, for example, with one particular coach. But then again, you realize that there are also opportunities because that player may have been an original left back. Yes, now playing in a position of, say, right back, for example, which could be a bit confusing, or say left forward automatically, which should not have been the player's comfort. it is good to play out of comfort, but it's also good to say that when we combine both, we're looking at your youth development all the way through college to your pro development to profile the kind of player that you are.
That's right.
Your versatility, for example, on issues, in making decisions, tactical decisions. And therefore, we script you down for any other person, and these are the basis for which talents are then moved and negotiations begin for transfers and acquisitions. Yes.
Let's say I'm a local player, but I don't have video. Do you help do all those things for me so that you can put my stuff on YouTube?
Fantastic. So that's a very good question. I think you hit the nail right on the head. Apart from videos, we're also into the branding itself. So where we are putting out shots of you, making sure that we get the best shots of you, together with some good videos, very short videos as well, that we're able to send through. Mostly we have used these for internal purposes, so that it is also not abused when thrown out there. But when approvals have gone through, they end up on YouTube and other popular platforms.
So we're having a conversation with Golden Gen, as they prefer to call it, but it's Golden Generation Sports Management. And if you have the idea, the dream, or the passion, or you want to play in Europe, in Asia, then the opportunity has come. If you want to play not only in Europe, in Asia, but also have the opportunity to be in university, then the time has come. So tell a friend to also inform another friend that the opportunity is here. So my video, I understand, it's now ready. Let us watch this lady. We'll be back to talk about her and more about Golden Gen.
My name is Patricia Nelson from Ghana, formerly a student of University of Ghana, Legon. I was brought here by Golden Generation Sports Management through their scholarship scheme. So far, my stay here has been really excellent, and if you're a student with passion for sports, I will recommend nowhere other than Golden Generation Football Sports Management for all your scholarship. My name is Patricia Nelson from Ghana, formerly a student of University of Ghana, Legon. I was brought here by Golden Generation Sports Management through their scholarship scheme. So far, my stay here has been really excellent, and if you're a student with passion for sports, I will recommend nowhere other than Golden Generation Football Sports Management for all your scholarship.
Okay, so there you saw a success story of Golden Generation. So run us through what that's Patricia
Nelson. Yes.
Yes. So just take us through, how did she become a beneficiary of Golden Generation Scholarship, and what did she do?
All right. So we have application processes, okay, and for anyone, like she said, who is interested in sports and combining education with sports, we have application processes. So at Golden Generation, even after scouting you, which is in one case, you can also come to us. Yes, and in Patricia's case, she came to us after we had identified one or two matches she played for the University of Ghana. Yes,
she is with her teammates.
Exactly, her current teammates from the University of Hong Kong. Yes, where she plays, and she's traveling around Europe as well for a tournament that they are playing in right now. Yes, already she's making very good use of the opportunity. Good for her, and the reason why we're using Patricia as a case study is that good for her. She made full scholarship. Yes, where
she paid nothing.
She paid nothing. Yes, she made full scholarship where she paid nothing apart from her application with us, fees with us. So apart from that, she paid nothing at all, and she's benefiting from full scholarship. And while playing as well, she's making some stipends as well with the university. And I believe that she's almost on her way to making a first class as well, to graduate probably in the next 2 years. So this is a very good story for us that we are touting as well. Others who can find us can easily come to us, pick an application form, fill it up. We'll look into their lives and look at the opportunities that are also available for them, and per the place of destination, it will guarantee either full scholarship or a partial scholarship. Yes. Also, for those who do not benefit from the scholarship, are willing to just make a full commitment to pay to go to school and play. Why not?
Okay, so whether if it's a full scholarship or partial scholarship, or you want to fund it yourself, the opportunity is still available. Just get to contact Golden Generation Sports Management. We'll be activating the phone line, so you can also call, join the program. You can get to ask Ato any question on the scholarship or how to get into Europe and Asia and also play and join a university there. Okay, now let us also look at the qualifications. What do I need?
Yeah. So if you can qualify from coming from a second cycle institution, any secondary school is fine.
Which is SHS.
SHS, yes, and you can do your WASI. Yes, and then from there you can bring the results as well. Yes, they should be just above average is fine. So a couple of C's, B's should do. If you're an outstanding student, why not? It makes qualifying you into full scholarship easier. Yes, with a couple of A1s. Yeah, that should be even easier. Yes, and then if you are in the university already, you can also bring forward a transcript and a track record of what you've done together with your senior high school certificate, where we can verify your results as well, and that's fine as well. We even have that to the master's level as well. So also again, you can show us a transcript of your undergrad studies. Yes, to qualify you for graduate studies. Yes, as well. Yes.
So the phone lines have been activated. You can call and have an interaction with Golden Generation Sports Management. They're offering scholarships to parts of Europe, Asia to play in the various universities and also get to learn as well. So they offering scholarship, partial scholarships, full scholarship, and even if you want to fund your trip or your university education, that is also allowed. And that's not the only thing that they do. They do profiling of players, and they bring in scouts a lot. So we're having a conversation on that. You can also call and share your views on any of the subjects or whatever things that you want to share across concerning the weekend round of action. But still with the scholarship, let us look at some of the countries that the applicants get the opportunity to study in.
Yes. So we started with China.
Okay.
Yes, I know China is
now
quite controversial China right now. Yes, but in Asia we started with China. We've gradually moved to the province of Hong Kong as well. Yes, and these are two of the main places in Asia that we're looking at. Singapore is also becoming fast moving when it comes to football now. Yes, and Europe, Turkey and the Netherlands are two most primed places that we take students to, and their universities all across, especially for Turkey. Youth development football is good there. Yes, so that's also good for our talent, especially those who are moving directly from senior high school level to the university. Yes, Turkey is a very good place for them as well as the Netherlands. Yes. So,
Is it very expensive, or it's moderate?
It's pretty moderate, and also every circumstance is different. Okay, so while you come through, we take you through. But important thing for us is to assess you and evaluate the person that we are looking at through the assessment process. Then everything is clear, and the way is clear out there. And we are backed by the national authorities when it comes to football here, as well as a registered business. We enjoy backing also from the government as well. So that makes sure that we are solid and stand. We are happy to showcase Patricia Ninson as one of the many that we have had in the last 6 years, and in this year alone we've had up to 3. Between 2019 and 2020, because we're looking at academic years. You're looking at Patricia's 1 out of 3 of them. And the bigger picture for us was to showcase her as a woman more than the usual men that we've seen, so that we also know that it's not just limited to men. Yes, and football is for all. So yes, it's an all-inclusive sport, and we're advising and encouraging more women to also get into it as well, to become the martyrs of the world. I think Patricia will go a long way with the sport as well.
Let us look at the opportunities. What do I stand to benefit? What are the gains?
Now let me say this. You go to school, for example, and you even acquire classmates. things that seem to come automatic, it's more like a birthright.
Yeah.
Yes, and if you saw the pictures in which Patricia found herself, these are schoolmates from also other countries. We saw in there some Caucasians, and then we saw some Asians as well. So it gives you opportunity to meet a variety of people. Schooling in Ghana is great.
Yeah.
Yes, we agree. But it's also nice when you school abroad. For some of us who had a few exchange programs here and there, you realize that you meet people that on the norm you would not have met.
Yes.
Yeah, so it gives you an array of people to understand diverse cultures as
Broadens
well.
your horizon.
And it broadens your horizon.
Please do not call the WhatsApp number. Just call the main number that is activated on your screen, the 0302. I cannot pick. A lot of calls are coming through the WhatsApp. Yes.
And the kind of training that is being received as well, both on the pitch and in the classroom, offers some hypoco-deductive reasoning as well. And realize that Patricia used to be a very shy person. Now she looks very enlightened with people. She's able to socialize. So all these are benefits that are even indirect that come together with this. And because you got your scholarship through us and we manage sports personalities, if you are going to the next level, there again we are presenting ourselves with the opportunity to sign you on to the right agents, yes, who will take you to the next level when it comes to professional education there. Okay. So those are the things that we're looking at when it comes to some of the direct benefits that you enjoy from us. And we check on you not only on semester basis but week on week to see how you're doing. We talk to your coaches, we talk to some sampled lecturers who will take you through school to be sure that we took a product, because we want this to be an end-to-end solution. And while you get into school and you get your scholarship, we are still making sure that you're receiving the full benefits of your scholarship. It is pretty much managed, even if you say micromanaged, from beginning to the very end. Yes. Okay, so you're watching the Sports Coffee Show. We're having a discussion with the golden generation sports management. Do you have the dreams, or you have a brother or a sister that have the dream of going to college or university in Asia and even in Europe and get to play sports? So they are here offering that opportunity. A lot of people are trying to call the WhatsApp number. Please do not call the WhatsApp number. Call the other number and you would get all the details. This one says, I'm Ishmael from Tema, just watching the show. I want to know more about the topic and the program for the day. Okay, so like I said, Ato is here telling us more about sports management, the opportunity to play outside the shores of Ghana and not just play football, but also get to go into the university and learn as well. So it's books and boots, and we're talking more about that. So we were looking at the requirements. You said that all I need is my certificates from senior high school. From senior high school. Okay, so can we watch some of the pictures that gives so that you just run us through the requirement again? All right. Yes, the third picture, I think the MCR will do well. So just run me through the requirement. Yes. So if you're already not in the university already, right there. So there we have Patricia again. Yes. This in the shot right now is Patricia's first win with her school. And this was a tournament where she also came first as the best athlete. Okay. Yes, for the tournament. Yes, that she was in. So she came tops with there. So that tells you that with her personal determination, she's already doing well. And that is one of the things that we never got wrong from the get-go. When we assessed her, we knew that she would be one person because she had strong determination and passion for what she's doing, and she looks it even from the get-go. So that's why she's doing well. Anybody, I believe, with the right determination can achieve even more beyond us, or beyond the opportunity we give you. We are more like only a leg to your destination, and we take you there. So if you're watching us and you need to get into this program, all we're asking is that if you're transitioning from senior high school to the university, all we are saying is that you should have qualified to get a university entry, and by so doing have sat for your WASI, and with your WASI certificate together with your school's testimonial, that is all that pretty much you need to enter any university. We work the rest out for you. That would later determine if you get a full scholarship or you get a partial scholarship. Or if you're also well endowed and you want to fund it yourself, just come through us. We'll pitch you up with the right schools, and then from there your fees are made known to you, and then after the registration with us, your fees are known to you, and then you can register to go to school. Yes. Okay. This message says, hello, I am Annie Roberts, and I am
watching you from Wager. I'm a very good footballer, but I haven't gotten the chance to play abroad. Can you guys help me out?
Yes. Yes.
So what must he do?
The basis of this, again, I believe that at the end of this conversation with Bennett, we'll leave our numbers and our email with you and places where you can find us. Just drop us a message or call us at any given point in time between the hours of 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
So we'll be leaving the numbers at the tail end of the interview. But is there an age limit?
Age limit to playing professional there is. Okay. Because you must come in early and young.
Okay, so what ages are you working with?
And the ages that we're working, we work up to the age of 21.
Up to 21?
Yes, yes, we work up to the age of 21.
So you should be up to the age of 21 or below?
Yes, or below, yes.
Okay.
So from a teen age, just the problem is that, yes, we're able to help while we scouted you as a teenager, but we need you to still be a bit above 16, 17.
Yeah.
Because then we're looking at traveling also as an adult, you know, as opposed to traveling as a teenager or a minor. Yes, so we're looking at all that to move you out of the country and successfully. Yeah.
And also, do you have players registering with you domestically?
Domestically, yes. So we have players, while we are getting into the space and the league is back now, we have players who register with us domestically because of domestic engagements and the focus of today. Would love to leave that conversation out a little bit. But yes, we have players registering with us domestically, day in, day out while they play in the leagues, the local leagues that we have, or even play just neighborhood community football, just as it's also been introduced by another company, a beverage company, which I'll mention. Yes, we are scouting from all corners. So we look at them and we see those we think are extremely promising. And then we reach out to them, and some also reach out to us, and we register them, and we look at their progress week on week to determine where they'll fit well. And as soon as any window comes, we slip them through. Yes.
Okay. So keep your messages coming in. Atu is here; he would answer all the questions that you have. Are you still watching the Sports Cafe Show? We're speaking to the Golden Generation Sports Management, and they are offering opportunity to travel outside to play football and also have college or university education. Full scholarship available, partial scholarship available. And if you also want to fund the education or the tuition, everything yourself, that opportunity is also there. But talking of talent, you have watched some of these guys, you've brought in scouts. What do you make of Ghana's talent? Do we still have talent? People have argued that we don't have much talent again.
Okay, so let me say this, and sometimes where probably we might come in guilty, okay? Yes, Ghana still has talents. No matter how raw or refined it is, Ghana still, we believe from what we see week on week, that Ghana still has talents. And I mean, it is time again that while we're looking at very young people, again, I say that when we discover you, somebody probably trained you to a certain level before we discovered you.
Yeah.
Yes. If you allow me to use myself for a very good example, yes, I played from the age of 8 from a team that was called Global 2000 in Dansoman back in the day, in the early 90s, which used to feed teams like Liberty Professionals.
Feeder club.
Yes. It was an under 12 division at the time. I was already 8 years playing. When I played all the way through to senior high school, where I played at Infant Spain for just about a term or two. Okay. Yes, because I didn't really go to school to play at the time, but I still had a chance being discovered by one very good coach who used to coach Ebusia Dwarfs at the time. Yes, an Egyptian, and then he put me on the team for a while and I realized that I was running low in energy and efficiency. I wasn't as fast as I used to be. Probably because I've been playing for far too long, too. Yes, but the zeal is there to be able to do more at any given point in time. So Ghana has talents through the same youth process. We found the likes of Michael Essien, I believe Abedi Pele, and a few others like Tony Boawell went through a certain level. Now, through those levels, it tells us that Ghana still has impeccable talent that could be harnessed. One thing we encourage is that at the youth level, people should be groomed at the youth level, while some of us just come to give them a diversity of choice. Okay. And that's it. Okay. Yes. Yes.
So this one says, I'm also 16. Can I get the opportunity to play in abroad? Yes. You would also get the opportunity to play in abroad.
Even better.
Even better.
Yes.
Okay, this one says, hi, OMYTV Television. I'm a very good footballer and an SHS graduate of a dance school. Can I join without passport? I think you should get a passport. Yes, sir. How would you travel without a passport?
Now let me say this. Through the registration process, that's where we identify what you have and what you don't have.
Okay.
And whatever it is that we don't have, as an agency, we help you to get those.
You do
yes.
it. Okay.
Or the documentation
so it's
that
possible
you need.
they would help you acquire your passport and do all those things for you. It's good that the young footballers are responding. Yes. So please, if you're a young footballer out there, you have the dreams of playing in Asia and even in Europe, and even go to have the opportunity to go to university, then the opportunity is now. You can send us a message as we are receiving, or even our phone lines are activated, so you can also call. The messages are coming in thick and
let me say this, Bennett. In 2015, no, in 2016, yes, I remember we had about 7 players who didn't have passports at all. They were first-time travelers, yes, which is not unique. So that's to say it's not unique to us, yes, and we help them in a matter of weeks through the right channels and processes
to get their passports,
the proper documentation, including passports to travel,
yes. And this is not one of those agencies that is a quack or a phantom agency that will just pick your money and disappear. No, they are properly registered, and we are affiliated to them. We'll be doing a lot of stuff together. So please, if you have the dream, or you know someone, then the opportunity is now to join the Golden Generation Sports Management. So let's say a 16-year-old, 17-year-old, obviously they need to come with a parent or a guardian, to give consent.
Exactly. Yes. So, for like is mentioned, if you're 16 and of the right age, of the right qualification to go into the university, where we put a person like Patricia, for example, we need a consent because, like I said, you're a minor. The only thing is that on the average in Ghana, most persons are entering the university at probably just 18, or lately an average of just about 17 thereabout. Yeah. So we need your guardian. In some cases, even if your guardian has to travel with you for the very first time, we still don't make the necessary arrangements for that to happen. The whole point is that transparency is key for us, and it's a school that you're going to. We are not selling you into trade. Yes, it's school that you're going to, and in there we have already made arrangement for your passion opportunity, which is playing sports or participating in sports, to be made available to you right when you're there. So, and we check on them semester to semester basis, like I mentioned earlier, and sometimes on week to week basis, talking to your coaches and to some lecturers or your departmental heads to make sure that you're in the right, safe hands. The slightest, we also have a connection with some authorities with regards to football and sports in Europe. Yes, such as UEFA and the others. So if there's any slight misconduct, either on the part of the student or the school or a club that's trying to poach you without us or without the right agent as well, we make sure that we flag it up for sanctions to be issued on the matter.
Okay, so those of you who are interested, just grab the opportunity. We'll be giving you more details, but let us look at the financial details again. On an average, how much do I need if I want to do the registration, and what do I need to register with your firm?
Yes, in most cases you need, it could be as high as up to 15,000 Ghana cedis.
Okay.
Yes, and up to 30,000 cedis. But these are not registration fees.
Okay.
Yes, our registration is open to everyone who qualifies. And in there, as the demands are, yes, you could.
So every individual
different demands, yes, and that's why the first level of assessment is very crucial to us. Rather than be interested in how much money, we are not that kind of agency. Yes, we are rather open to make sure that you are the right person, you are the right resource first, and you have the right talent to go with you, and that is what's important. So it's not like we are just pushing out square pegs in round holes.
No.
Yes, we make sure that if you're
you assess the individual.
We assess the individual based on your merits of your qualification. You have the right academic background to qualify you into a university or into a school that we're going to put you. Yes, and then after that, do you have the passion for sports? What sport do you partake in? If you partake in football, we'll try you out. So we have try times. which are scheduled. Like I said, we do this with our international scouts as well. For some who are very fortunate to be having scouted through other competitions around the country, we've seen what they can do already. We make videos of them, and then we push them out as well for further endorsements with the international scouts. Yes, but other than that, it is not first about the money. Your registration with us is to show interest, and we give you the right forms to fill here and there, and with the right documentation and backing. Then after that, we can move into what the assessment requires.
Okay.
Yes.
So how do I get to register now?
Yes, to register now, you have to call us, send us an email. Yes, and then from there, we'll take the rest of the process.
Okay, so if you can drop the number to call.
If you'd allow me, yes.
Yes, sir, please do.
Yes, the numbers are...
If you can show the flyer again on the screen.
The pink one with Patricia on it. The numbers are 027 7282415 and 026 666 7839. If I take them again, 027 7282415 or 026 666 7839.
Okay, so there you have it on your screen. I'll just leave it there for 60 seconds so you can...
and also our email address is goldengen2017@gmail.com. goldengen2017@gmail.com. This is our temporary email while we are working to get back the original email, which likely would be info@GGS management.com. Yes.
Okay. And do you have a website where...
Yes, the website is ggsmanagement.com.
ggsmanagement.com.
So www.ggsmanagement.com.
Okay, this one says, hi, how are you guys doing? I hope you are mighty and powerful. I love what you're doing. Okay, thank you. Keep the messages coming in, Golden Generation. So, where do I get to find you if I want to walk into your office?
Yes, if you want to walk into our office, we are just located in between La Paz and Kwashiman, yes. So just by the road, we are just by the road on there. You see a signage that directs you to our place.
Okay.
Yes, anybody who feels lost, just give us a call. But we're just by the way, it's a huge building. It's a story building just by the road, yes. We share a space with UML, which is I think Uranus Media Limited. Yes, and we share a building with them, yes. While Uranus upstairs, we're just downstairs.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So there you have it, Golden Generation Sports Management. They are in here to help, so just call them. We'll be running more of their informational stuff on this channel, and for you to get the opportunity to do business and also to travel to play football, and also get the opportunity to go into the university, because we say knowledge is power. The brain is a very terrible thing to waste. Ato, thank you very much for coming.
But let me say this, thank you also to your network for hosting me and my organization on this. We appreciate the support already. And we believe that if there's anyone who's got information, they can still pass it through here.
Yes.
And we'll definitely get in and move as double quick as possible to solve whatever problem or listen in to whatever situation that they may present. So thank you once again.
Okay, so thank you very much. So that was Ato Abasa with Golden Generation Sports Management. Time for us now to pick a quick break. We'll be back with the rest of the action. Keep watching.